everybody. So today is December 13th, and just doing a little maintenance repair stuff in the parlor here. So what I'm doing is these milk control boards. These are about 11, 12 years old. We got a bunch of them yet. We've been putting these newer ones on, these yellow ones. So apparently, when these would go bad, we would send them in, they'd fix them and send them back. But apparently they quit fixing them, or they quit making these. So then it's actually, I don't know if they sold companies, I really have no idea, but our guy or the place we got these from said they're using these boards now. And they're pretty much identical. So there's one other button, it's take off, turn on, and manual, where these old ones were start, stop, and manual. But they use the same wires, very similar, and they work fine, I guess, so far. We've had these newer ones in for about a year or so, a couple of them, and I just kind of replace them whenever one starts to go bad. Actually the board, the computer, everything seems to work, but what happens is these buttons go bad. Like this one, this right button, which is manual, does not work at all, so it's always on auto. And that's the way they're supposed to work on auto mode, where the milker will pull off on its own when it's not sensing milk going through. But our sensors have never really worked great, so we actually run everything on manual. We just hit the takeoff button when the cow is about done. It's not ideal, but it works. It's a fairly cheap system, and it gets the job done, I guess. But it is a pain in the butt when the buttons don't work. You gotta sit there and hit it about 10 times for it to finally work. So when that happens, we put some new ones in. So I'll just kind of show you how that goes. It's not too difficult. Alright, so that's what the inside of that board looks like. Here's the inside of this board looks like. The only difference is the old one has 2 plugins, where this one just has one big plug-in that they all go into, but it uses the same wires. That's kind of nice. They actually, like, the controller has actually labeled which ones are which power, pulsation, vacuum, RAM, which is the takeoff, common, and this little one is your sensor, milk sensor. So the most important part about doing this is take a picture of this, and so you can read it and see where the wires are. So then you put the new one in, you know what to do. So now gotta take these electrical, where the wires go through. I gotta drill holes through this new housing, so I get all them in there. We gotta take off this bracket and put that back together. Alright, so we got the wire connector deals in there. This can be a little tricky because it's quite a bit smaller than the other one. But I learned that you get them nice and tight, they'll fit. So now, on the other ones, this doesn't really match up on this bracket very good. What I've done is I ran zip ties through it, but it's not very stable or solid, I guess. It's not going to go anywhere. This is super light. But just to make it a little nicer, I've been thinking I'm going to find some plastic that'll mount to this. Then we can screw this to that plastic. I think. But yeah, we're going to try that, see if that turns out any better. Alright, so here should be the final product. I think it should hold decent. Oh, we'll find out. The other ones I just got zip ties on, and like I said, it's not very... It works. It doesn't look super great or solid, but I figure I'll try something different this time and do that, and I think we'll see how long it holds. There's not... Only pressure that's really on is just whatever milk and hitting the button is also. It should work. Oh, that piece of plastic that I used was this stuff. Got the pretty thick plastic. So that is that's actually what the walls are in our parlor. Like the inside, that white, well, it's mostly brownish color from the poop, but it's supposed to be white like that. And that piece is from when we added onto the barn. We took a section out where the cows walk out now. That used to be a wall. So we had a piece of that laying around, so we use it for quite a bit of stuff. It's very handy, easy to work with, cut, drill through it. It's super, for plastic, it's really heavy, so it's really just sturdy, I guess. There's a few things in the barn I use it for, like the takeoffs, for that white pipe that goes up. There's a piece of plastic in there that's thin, and they break after time. That's what creates the suction. So I started using that. I cut it out, make a circle shape, the same size of what's in there, and that has been working really good for that. So that's why you never throw stuff away. You never know when you're going to use it. So we're going to go hook the wires back up, hopefully right, mount this back up and see how it works. Alright, so there is the final product. Pretty solid. Hopefully it works. So I'll show you one other one I replaced where I talked about. I got like zip ties around it. It could probably use that plastic piece behind it. I had zip ties through the back, through these holes, to kind of held it up. It was falling, so I ran a zip tie around it, and it's not really doing a whole lot. So I think that plastic idea is, I'm going to do that to the rest of them, because it actually wasn't very hard at all, and it looks a lot nicer. So I'm going to go turn it on and make sure it works. Alright, we got them all on. So when it's off, the string should be tight, because that means it pulled the milker up. Push M to turn it on. Gas pulsation. Push up. Actually, I should check that too. We'll turn it back on. Let's go. Push up, should retract. Good to go. Alright, so that's all I'm gonna do right now. I got one other new board to put in. There's two other boards that are kind of acting up. The buttons ain't working right, so we'll see which one I get frustrated with most first, and I'll replace that one. But right now I gotta head in the house and get changed because Tucker has his first Christmas program today. He's in kindergarten, so around Christmas time they do a Christmas concert. So that should be a lot of fun. He goes to elementary school where it's just K through 6. And I did it, Sarah did it, our whole lives we were in the concerts, and I'm not a big musical person, so I don't know how much fun I'm gonna have out of it, but it's what you signed up for. And you would never guess what he is in the pageant, I guess you could call it, because he goes to Catholic school, so they do the nativity scene. And Tucker is a cow. Never would have guessed that. So we're gonna run to that and see what time we get back and see what else there is to do. Alright, so we got back from the Christmas program. Tucker did good. He didn't fall or anything. He nailed his part being a cow. So it was good. All the kids did good. So, first time I've been back there since I was probably in it in 6th grade, so that's 20 years ago. Yeah, right around there. But anyways, we got back. I ended up put one more new board in. Did the same back thing. Nice and solid. Then that one that was so crappy and falling off, we put a board on that, and good to go another 20 years hopefully. I hope it makes it a year at least, but yeah. Couple chip away at them. Actually texted our IBA dealer so I could use a couple more boards because I know that one was giving me issues. This one, the start-stop button starting to act up. You gotta hit it a few times, so we'll replace that one next. And then that's about it. Let's keep limping this old Parlor along. But as long as it keeps getting the milk out of the cows and doesn't give me too many issues, keep running her. Well, it's a little after 4. I gotta stop at the creamery before it closes at 4:30. It's kind of on the way to get the girls from daycare, so I'm gonna go do that. And yeah, that's all I got. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it. I don't know why I'm putting a coat on. It's really nice out, but otherwise I'll forget it. Then when I do want it, I won't know where it is. But yeah, it's been beautiful out. Today was upper 30s. Next couple of days it's supposed to be in the 40s, and it's middle of December, so it's kind of strange, just a touch of snow on the ground. I am not complaining though. I am not a winter guy. I like sweatshirt weather, not coveralls and jackets. Not a big fan of snow either. Except the deer hunting's been slow, because usually by now we get a bunch of snow. Deer come to our hay fields. Right now they're still picking around kind of wherever they want. So that's the only downfall, but other than that, it makes life a lot easier when there's less snow. Thanks for watching. Hopefully we'll get some a little more exciting videos here in the future. I'm not sure of what yet. I got a couple of things I gotta do that could be kind of entertaining. But for now, that's all I got. See you later.